Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be talking exactly how to convert a cold prospect into a sales call on your calendar. Now, sometimes lead generation is very scary because if you don't have an established audience already, you're not quite sure, how do I go from someone who is cold, who doesn't know anything about me or my offer? How can I go from cold to getting them booked on my schedule, excited to talk to me in a sales conversation? And that is exactly what I'm going to be showing you, how to do this organically. By the way, my name is David. I run a lead generation marketing agency where we specialize in using LinkedIn to generate high quality leads for high ticket coaches, consultants, and agency owners. And I'm going to be showing you the framework we use to do this in this very simple form, because we do this every day, day in, day out. So without further ado, let's dive in. So we do have this messaging response framework that we use to go convert cold prospects into book meetings on our calendar. I'm going to show you what this framework looks like, and I'm going to show you an example of this framework in action. So there are 4 steps in this framework here. So the first step is creating what we call social context, which is basically building rapport. Now, using my strategies, if you've seen any of my videos in the past, but usually we use automation to begin this part of the conversation. Typically, we ask questions that get our prospects to engage, and then we'll respond using something that is contextualized to them. So we basically respond in a way that is very personalized to them. So there are lots of questions we can use, but usually you want to ask questions that get them to engage with you. For example, one of the more recent questions I've been asking to other business owners is, what are 3 things I need to know about your business to really recommend you to other people if the opportunity comes around? And people love answering that question. And so basically here we are basically trying to gather information from the prospect profile, mentioning within the first message because you want to show that you care and you're interested in them. And usually the LinkedIn automation sequence will do this. If you're not quite sure what that means, go to some of my previous videos where I go in depth into what LinkedIn automation sequence is. Now the second step is where it really becomes very important for you to understand what you're doing, and that's where we ask what we call problem awareness questions. And basically we want to simply know, who are these prospects, what do they do to make sure they're a good fit for you and your offer and your service, and what are they currently doing right now, what are their challenges, what are their problems, and if they need help with solving their problems and getting the desired results. So it's very crucial that you understand what are some good questions to ask people to help them tell you about the problems they have. You can't ask these questions directly. You can't just go to someone and say, hey, tell me the problem you have. I mean, that's not gonna work. You have to find subtle ways to really ask for the problems that people have. So for example, at our agency where we offer lead generation services, when we do ask problem awareness questions, here's what it looks like. I will say something like, hey, what kind of clients do you have right now? Or what kind of clients do you work with right now? And then they'll say, oh, I work with coaches, I work with project managers. They'll tell me the kind of clients they work with. Then I say, okay, how are you currently finding those ideal clients for your business? And then they will say something like, well, we do a lot of networking, we do some paid ads, and then they'll give me all those ways that they're currently solving that problem right now. Then what I try to then do is find a gap between where they are right now and the dream outcome of the dream goal that they want. So basically I'll ask something like, are you currently happy with the amount of appointments on your schedule on a weekly basis? And then they will tell me something like, no, you know what, we're doing okay, but I could use more leads. Now I have an opening. Now I know there's a problem. So just help you understand, when you ask problem awareness questions, you want to ask questions that is tying out, that is trying to find out what they're currently doing right now, and if it's helping them reach their expected outcome for whatever problem that you can solve for them. And again, prospecting is all about asking the right questions and all about listening, and also making sure that you help your prospect understand that you truly are genuinely interested and curious in understanding them, their problems, and where they are and where they want to go. And that's what really this is the secret of prospecting online, is asking good questions, not just going blah and pouring all about all your services and what you do. No, it's all about asking good questions, and of course using those questions to then lead on the client so that they feel like they're in control. Now the next step, of course, once you've asked those problem awareness questions to understand the inefficiencies with what you're doing right now in relation to the goal and the outcome they're trying to get, then you want to then position your offer as the solution to the problem that they've told you already. It doesn't feel pitchy or salesy at this point, because they were the one who told you the problem that they had, and you're basically using their words to then sell them on your offer. And of course, you customize your offer based on the problem that they've shared. And basically, you want to create some curiosity curiosity, create some intrigue by stating your offer, your value proposition specifically to them, and make them interested in learning more. And then once you've been able to make that offer, and if it resonates with them, if it makes sense with them, then the next step at that point is to then propose a call and the reason why you want to jump on a call. Well, that should be very apparent, because you've been talking about their problems and then you've talked about your offer relative to the problems that they've talked about, and then it just makes natural sense for them to jump on a call with you so you can show them how to then use your approach and your solution to solve the problem that they have. So let me show you an example of one of the conversations I had and how we're able to solve the problem. So I was having some back and forth conversation with this person already, but then it got to a point where I then started to so we built rapport already with this person, Lisa. And here is where we then started to ask the problem awareness questions. So basically what I said here is, hey Lisa, a pleasure to hear from you. I can think of a few things you could spend it towards, and this was me building a rapport and just basically creating some contextualized response to them. Then I started to ask some questions. How are you currently getting your clients for your business? Now sometimes you can't be as direct as you. Sometimes you have to ask, well, what kind of clients do you have right now? Or what kind of, where is your situation right now? But in this situation, I already built some rapport with her that I could ask questions about how are you currently getting clients for your business right now. And then she gave me all of this information. Now she gave me this information because I already done the work of building the rapport with her already and establishing some trust and making it personalized to her. And she said for the last 2 years it's been through my network and through referrals, and it's been more than I can handle. Fortunately, curious about this though, so she was curious about my offer and my strategy. So even if someone has potentially a solution to the problem and maybe they are fine, it doesn't necessarily mean that they might not be interested in your offer, because there's no reason for them not to know about other alternatives or other solutions to the problem that they have. So once I asked her that question, then I then said, hey, I would be actually happy to show you how my approach works and how my solution works. By the way, this is not a sales call. I'll show you how I have it all set up, and then you can decide if it's a fit for you, yes or no. And then she said, sure thing, I'm out of the office tomorrow, but I'm available next week. And then basically that's how she booked the call. So this is basically a very simple framework we use, and this is just a clear example and tons of examples. That being said though, I have my employees doing most of this now. I don't do a lot of these conversations anymore because more of my time is spent in sales calls than doing appointment settings. So I do actually have appointment setter. And by the way, that's what we do in our business. We install appointment setters into your business to start these conversations for you, for our clients, and also to then schedule calls based on the qualification metrics, but schedule calls onto our client's schedule. So that way all our clients are doing is focusing on sales calls, because that's really where they make their money. That's where they generate all the revenue for their business. And if you're interested in that offer, there'll be a link in the comments where you can book a call and we can find out if we can actually help your business. Now don't delay too much if you want to book a call, because we do take only selected number of clients per month, because we're very, very careful about quality and making sure that we have enough reps to match with our clients. So we don't want to overwhelm our reps so that quality doesn't go down. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to book that call, because we only take a selected amount of clients per month. That being said, that's the framework. That's how we generate tons and tons of appointments per month. And we also do have a system, a CRM system, and I'm just going to show you the system here. And this system in combination with automation, which if you're interested in learning more about, there's a video I've done in the past. You can go check it out, and you can see the link somewhere on your screen here. But basically there's a system we use that will bring all these conversations up automatically, and we're able to track everything when people connect with us on LinkedIn, when they've responded to the prompt that we've automated, and when they're interested in the offer, and when a discovery call is booked. And again, we do this day in, day out. That's basically what we do. So thank you for watching this video. If it makes sense, if you're interested in hearing more about how we can potentially help you set up more appointments in your business, click in the comments, click on the link to book a call with us, and we'll be more than happy to share how we do it, how we can help you. And if you want to do this by yourself, totally fine as well. Use the framework I showed you, and let me just open up that framework again and just kind of give you some quick summary, create some social context, build some rapport, ask some problem awareness questions to help them share what the pains and what the problems are, and where the gaps are between where they are and where they want to go. And of course, then offer your solution as a solution based on the problem they shared with you, and then book a call. Rinse and repeat. Do that every day, and you have your calendars filled. It's a very, very simple equation. Anyways, thanks for this video. If you like this, smash that like button, subscribe, share this with someone who might find this valuable, and see you in the next video.